Hello! In this video I'm going to be talking to you about how to improve your watercolor skills. The easy answer is practice a lot. I've been painting with watercolor for about a year now, and this is just a little sneak peek of how much I've been working on it. Not every time, it's not always gonna be pretty, right? But you start seeing results after a while, and then a little bit more, and then a bit more, and more. Anyway, you get the point. Practicing makes perfect, but whatever you practice will help you get better. So number one is timing. Timing is one of the hardest things to grasp in watercolor, because it's the cue that the paper lets you know, or your painting lets you know, you should stop touching me, or you can come in and like still put some more paint if you're trying to do some clouds or some like lost edges, like, so this is like more wet into wet. Also, when you want to lift, so you want to remove some paint, you can't just do it when the paper is too wet. Also, you can't do it when the paper is too dry. So timing is like super important to nail down. Number two would be water to paint ratio. Of course, you need to know how much paint and water is in your brush. If you don't know, then like this goes hand in hand with timing. If you're trying to go in and put some paint in a very damp surface, and your pencil your brush has too much water in it, then you're gonna get a cauliflower, which is not something that we all want. It's one of those mistakes that you can have in watercolor. But yeah, timing and water to paint ratio, very important. Third is being able to do a flat wash and a gradient wash. So a flat wash is just one big puddle of one color, just flat. That everything looks nice and homogeneous. I think that's the word. So basically, you can cover a whole area with the same color, and it's just flat. There's no blotchiness in the paper that you kind of went over with your brush. And the same goes with gradients. Like, you're going from a very strong, let's say blue, and then gradiate it down or wash it down with just water, so it just goes from blue on the paper to the white on the paper. Very important. Did I have fourth one? I think so. Water to paint ratio, flat washes and gradient washes. Yeah, those are the three main tips that I can think of that would have made my life easier to know or to focus on, which I didn't, but it's okay. You still learn. Like, if you paint a lot, you will learn all these things. You will notice them. But I believe that if you practice consciously, some like one of the three or the two of them together, and then you want to focus one on each session. You don't want to try to jump between. I think if I was gonna give an order of how to practice this, then it would be flat washes and gradients first, because you will basically be practicing water to paint ratio as well, and practicing making big puddles of paint, which is very important as well. Then I'd say focusing more on water to paint ratio, because then timing will get easier because you'll be able to control more the amount of paint or water that you have in your brush. So those are my 3 tips on how to improve your watercolor painting or skills. If you want me to go more into any of these, leave a comment below. And if you found this video useful, give it a like. If you want to stick around, then just subscribe. Yeah, see you next time.